Okay, good morning. Woohoo, happy Thursday. Okay, are you ready? Water and a towel, that's all you need. And a good attitude, right? Big, deep breath. Hope you all had a nice Valentine's Day. Reach for the ceiling, clasp the fingers together, and try to push the hands up towards the ceiling. And then relax and fold all the way down, let your head go. How good does that feel for your lower back, right? Keep your legs straight if you can. And just sort of shift your weight forward into the toes, and then shift your hips a little bit backwards. And just start to oscillate between the two. Take some big, deep breaths. Okay, you're just gonna come up one vertebrae at a time. Nice and slow. Until you're fully standing. And then sweep the arms out to the side and up to the ceiling. Clasp the fingers together, the palms are going to face up. Try to reach the arms really long. Push them up a little more, and then let them go all the way back down again. We're going to do this one more time. We're going to stay here for about 3 or 4 big, deep breaths. Really try to expand the rib cage. Okay, nice and slow coming up. Spine stays in flexion until you get to the very top. Nice, big deep breath. Clasp the fingers, palms go up. You're sort of taking your gaze forward. You should be able to see the sides of your arms through your peripheral vision. Now reach those palms up a little more. And then take it all the way back down again. So once you're down, you're going to take a big deep breath in and extend the spine. So you're looking towards the front of your mat. Shift your hips backwards, walk your fingertips forward. Nice little stretch for your lats. Hold on this as you continue to move those hips even further back. Walk those fingers out a little more if you can. Make sure your neck is comfortable, so just let the head sort of go. And then fold all the way down. Walk your palms to the front of the mat. Step your feet in so they're 4 to 6 inches apart. Your shoulders are on top of the wrists. And now you pull back to a down dog. Push your heels towards the floor. Let's try to straighten out these legs. And we're going to take 3 big deep breaths. And come back to that plank. Draw the belly up and into the spine. Now, we're going to hover the knees towards the floor and shift your hips backwards. Big stretch for the pad of the foot. And then come back forward, shoulders on top of the wrists. Let's do that again. Hover the knees. Now take the hips back. And come back to plank. And one more time. Hover the knees, shift back. And put the knees down. Walk the wrists in. So you're in your quadruped position. Ready for some cat-cows. Nice and easy, nice and slow. Trying to create as much space between those shoulder blades as you can. Tucking that pelvis under. Creating space in the low back. Keep going. Now sort of play around with the angles, maybe shift the hips back a little as you create that space in the shoulder blades.
I'm gonna do 2 more. Keep that belly button drawn up and in. And last one. Okay, let's come on to the tops of our feet. We're gonna sit back on the heels and slide your hands to the corners of the mat. Keep your head off the floor. You're here for 4 or 5 big, huge breaths. Okay, come back, up. Let the hips come all the way forward. Crowd out your chest. Your knees are down and you're still on the tops of your feet. Just hold on this spot. Try to draw the belly button up and in. And now slowly start to lift your hips back up and take them back. You're just going to stay on the tops of your feet because we're not here long. And now come forward again. Nice and slow. Look forward, crowd out your chest. We always want to try to broaden the shoulders. Okay, take it back again. Nice and slow. Tuck your toes under this time. Now roll the left palm up to the ceiling. Lift it off the floor. Just hold it there. Try to reach it forward. You're only doing this once. So you're just going to hold, reach, breathe, and then relax. Do the same on the other one. Open, lift, and reach. Breathe. And come back to your quadruped position and let's meet in bear. So you're just going to hover the knees. And then put them back down. Try not to drop your face. Lift the knees. Lower the knees. Do that 4 or 5 more times. Keep breathing. Just waking up your core here. Okay, now go to a small downward dog. And let's get our heels down on the floor with our legs nice and straight. Now come back and meet me back in that bear. We're just going to hold here for a breath or 2. And now go back to the small dog. Push the legs straight, heels down. Back to bear. Make sure when you're in bear, you're picking your face up. So you should be looking just forward of the mat. And back to that small dog. Now we're going to walk our hands back to the feet. So you're in a full forward fold. Totally unweight the upper body here. Nice big deep breaths. The benefit you get out of breathing consciously for 45 minutes is that nice, relaxed, Zen-like feel. You got to earn it. You got to remember to breathe. Okay, we're going to come up nice and slow, 1 vertebrae at a time. Keep that belly up and in. Nice. Take your heels and feet to the width of the mat. You're going to take the right arm, sweep it straight up. And lower it down. Now my palm is facing up the whole time. Sweep and down. Crowd out the chest, down really tall. Lift out of your hips. And just do this a few more times. You're just going all the way down to the leg and all the way up, straight up to the ceiling. Okay, let's switch. Let's do it with the other hand. So turn the palm out, sweep the arm up.
And when you come back down, you're pushing it, you're like trying to touch that left side of your room and then back up. It's all about the reach, ladies and gentlemen. Reach, reach, reach. Again. One more time. Okay, this time you're just gonna relax your arms, just shake them out. Now take this right arm, palm is gonna face forward. You're gonna sweep it straight up and long and then go over a little. Not so much that you gotta bend everything, right? It's all about the reach today. So opening up the side body, getting a nice stretch through that hip. So think of lifting up. If that makes sense. Of course it does. We're trying to lengthen. Okay, here we go. Other side. Really long arm. And then over. Nice, easy breathing. Make sure you're looking forward so your neck feels comfortable. Okay, come back. Now we're going to make a fist, thumbs up. Take the elbows as far back as you can, and then squeeze them into each other. Fold halfway down while you keep the arms where they are. And come back up. We're going to go a little quick here. So down and up. Just a couple of seconds down, a couple of seconds up. Pay attention to those arms. We want to keep that chest nice and proud and elbows high. Maybe we go a little lower, but we're not rounding the back. We're just hip hinging. Should feel nice length in the back of the legs. Little work for them. Joints. Couple more. Belly draws up and in. Okay, let the hands go. Completely unweight the upper body. Now shift your hips to the right and then shift them to the left. You haven't moved your feet or any other body parts, but you're just shifting the hips. So we're getting into our inner thighs. When you shift and hold it there for a sec, you should feel a nice stretch in that inner thigh muscle. Keep going side to side, nice and slow. Now, you're going to shift right, and then think of it as a small little circle. So you're just staying and drawing a little circle on the right. Maybe it's a half moon, I don't know what it is, but just sort of move the hips around on that right side. And now let's go do it on the left. So shift all the way left first, and then try to make a small little circular movement. But you're really keeping to that left. Okay, come back with your hips centered. Inhale, extend the spine, so your fingers are on the floor out in front of the feet. And now you're going to bend into a squat. So drop your booty and then go back to a straight leg. Your spine is staying extended, so you're not rounding the back. You're going to bend the legs into that squat and then straighten them. And whatever your range of motion is what it is. But we're going to try to go a little deeper now that we've done this a few times. Okay, hold the butt down. Lift the left arm up off the floor, out in front. Palm faces the midline of the body. Then put it back down on the floor. Pick up the right arm. Put it down and just keep alternating. Up and up and again and again. And now straighten those legs
And let's walk out to plank. High plank with your feet 4 to 6 inches apart. Just hold here for a few breaths. Now roll forward on the toes, so the shoulders go in front of the wrists. And then push those heels backwards, feeling a stretch in the calves. Now your shoulders are behind the wrists. Do that 3 more times. Forward and back. And forward and back and forward and back, and meet me in your down dog. Pushing the heels to the floor, but they probably can't get there, right? Now pick up your left leg, lift it all the way up, keep your hips square. Put it down. Lift the right leg. Put it down. Lift the left leg. Open your hip up towards the ceiling. Put that foot down. Lift the right leg. Open the right hip up. Put it down. Left leg up. Open the hip. Bend the knee. Try to lift the knee up a little higher. Put it down. Right side. Lift, open, bend, and lift. Put it down. Come back to plank. Put your knees down. I want you to lower to the forearms. So you're in your forearm position. I want you to lower the hips to the floor. So you're in baby cobra. Just hold here. Proud at the chest. Just look forward. Now draw the belly button up and in. Really do your best to pull it in. Keep your toes tucked under. Now we're going to lift the belly up. Lift your hips, hold on this position. Keep the drawing in the stomach and then put the hips back down. Look forward, lift back up, and back down. And one more time, lift up. Walk your forearms all the way back towards your knees and meet me in child's pose. I'm on the tops of my feet. I'm going to put my head down on the mat on a towel, relaxing my arms. I'm going to stay here for 5 or 6 really big, deep breaths. Close your eyes. Okay, bring it up. You're going to take your legs out to the side. We're going to meet in staff pose. So I'm going to take my heels to the corners of the mat. Sit up nice and tall, so no rounding of that low back. Bring the arms out in front. Lift them straight up as best you can, and then start to lean back just a tiny bit. But what it's going to do is it's going to really wake up the midsection. It's going to make your hip flexors work a little bit just to stabilize this position. Now, if it's hurting your neck or you feel any strain, drop your chin a little bit and maybe pull the arms a little more forward. It's important to listen to what your body's telling you. Now take it forward. We're going to round our back and dive between the legs. So forearms down, spine is in flexion, head is loose. Just hang out and give me 5 big, huge breaths. Lots of breathing today. Close your eyes. Get lost in these moments of breath. Okay, extend the spine, so lift up, crowd out your chest. Lift the left arm up so it's parallel to the floor. We're gonna have the palm face the midline of the body. And then lift the right arm and start to come back to staff pose. Lift the arms straight up and lean back slightly. Draw the belly in. Take your gaze, look up. Now bring the arms parallel to the floor. Now I'm gonna have you C-curve your spine. So round, flex. Come down really slowly as you draw in the belly. Take the head to the floor and the arms directly back behind you. Reach long, point your toes. 5 big breaths. Okay, bring the arms back, forward, lift your chin, tuck it down, head up, roll back up. Dive it forward. Okay, come back to sitting, nice and tall. You're gonna take your right foot, tuck it inside towards that left leg. Now I've got my left heel right on the edge of the mat. Sit up tall. This right foot can be as close in as feels good for you. Walk your hands forward. Spine long. When you can't go anymore, see if you can lower the elbows to the mat and relax your head. Just breathe. Okay, come back up. Sit up nice and tall. Keep this right leg where it is. Take the right arm straight up to the ceiling with the palm facing forward. Take it up and over a little bit to the left and just hold on this spot. Try to take that right knee and push it down towards the floor. And now we're going to switch sides. So relax the arm, extend the right leg all the way to the edge of the mat. Draw the left one in. Walk it forward with your spine long. When you can't go anymore, try to flex the spine, lower the elbows. Just breathe. Okay, walk it back up. Take this left palm, reach it forward, sweep it straight up, and then take it over a little bit. Nice, now take that hand down. We're gonna open the legs nice and wide. You're gonna sit up nice and tall, flex your feet, and then walk it forward, spine long. Nice, easy steps forward. And when you can't go anymore, Elbows down, flex the spine, relax the head. Keep pointing those toes up to the ceiling. Give me 5 big, huge breaths. Okay, slowly come back up.
We're gonna take both hands to the outside of the right leg, both arms. Walk your hands forward.
As far as you can, and then just hold. Now, you might want to lift the left shoulder up a little bit and maybe the right elbow down to the floor. Just to kind of explore a different sensation of stretch over the left hip. Take your head, look down, keep your neck nice and loose. Okay, walk it back up.
Come back forward, hands to the left side. Walk them out, outside of that left leg. Walk, walk, walk till you can't walk anymore. And then maybe the left elbow comes down and the right shoulder reaches up. Keep your face nice and relaxed, just breathe. Okay, walk those hands back. You're gonna turn to face forward, bring the legs back in. We're gonna shake them out. And now we're gonna start out with your feet hip width apart. Lift the right foot up and just cross it over the left ankle. So you haven't repositioned your hips or anything. So your legs are sort of going to the left. If you need a towel, grab one. Just wrap it around both feet, holding onto the ends of the towel, and then you're gonna crowd out your chest and broaden through the shoulders. Your arms are long here, and you're reaching your chest a little further out, as opposed to rounding down. We're gonna get there, but not quite yet. So I'm feeling this on the outside of that right leg. I hope you are too. Okay, to advance it, and you don't have to, but you're gonna round your back and lower the elbows to the floor. Way more intense. All those little tendons behind that right knee should be lengthening. Okay, elbows up, spine is long, release the towel. Put that foot back down. Start out with those feet hip width apart. Left foot crosses over to that right ankle. Take your towel. Both of your feet are flexed, by the way. Now, crowd out the chest, broaden the shoulders, lean forward without rounding your back to start. Okay, big deep breath. As you exhale it out, round over the legs, put the elbows down on the floor. Just breathe. Okay, elbows up, release the towel, take that foot back to the floor. Your feet should be right in the front corners of the mat now, arms forward, we're gonna C-curve the spine, come on down, nice and slowly. Draw in the belly, you should feel the entire core working as you lower. Arms go back, point your toes. Spread your fingers nice and wide and then make a fist. Close the hands. Open and close. Now, I want you to give yourself a small bend in your legs. So just ever so slightly. So your heels are pressing into the floor and you're sinking your rib cage as you tilt your pelvis up. I want you to find that low back skin on the floor. Hold on this spot. Okay, bring the arms forward. Let the legs go straight. You're gonna roll the feet in and out. Just relax all the muscles in the legs. Now, bend your left leg and take your right leg straight up to the ceiling. Relax the arms on the floor. I want you to just circle your ankle. Keep drawing your belly down. All right, I'm just gonna shut my window. It's too loud. Change directions with your foot. And now I'd like you to point and flex it. Okay, let's do the same with the other leg. So bend the right one, extend the left one straight up. Lots of circles. Think about the beating that your feet take all day. Either you're sitting, so they're in flexion. Change directions. If you're walking, they're weight bearing. Point and flex. Now, meet me in happy baby. So you're gonna bend both legs, take hold of the outsides of the feet. Heels point up to the ceiling and use your hands to try to get your knees a little closer to the floor. So push the knees down with the assistance of the arms. And keep that lower back down on the floor. Don't let it roll up. So you should feel stable in this pose. Now let's add a little gentle rock if you like. Side to side with the feet. Okay, legs up to the ceiling, arms on the floor. You're gonna make goal posts with your hands. So elbows and shoulders are at the same height. And the tops of the hands are on the floor. So your palms are facing up. Now sink your rib cage, draw the belly down. Slide your hands along the floor, back behind you, and see if you can connect your thumb and middle finger. And then bring the hands back, so the elbows are back in line with the shoulders. Now lift the hands off the floor and bring them as far forward as you can without rolling the shoulders forward. Take them back, slide them again along the floor. Your legs are straight and your heels are pushing out or up towards the ceiling. Bring the elbows back, lift the hands off the floor, bring them forward. Take them back and do this one more time. Slide the back of the hands along the floor behind you as far as you can, and then bring them back. Lift the hands as far forward as you can, keeping the shoulders down. Nice. Now bring those arms in. Let them just rest on the floor beside your hips. You're going to contract the belly. So first you draw the belly down. Push the right heel out, slowly lower that leg.
Now, while you continue to push the heel out, you're gonna lift the leg back up. You're gonna do it again on the same leg. Take it down. Adding on, I want you to make a little circle with the foot at the bottom of the move, and then lift it back up. And take it back down. Strong through the core here. Circle the other way. Bring it back up. Same thing, opposite side. Left leg down. And back up. Keep that push so the leg's locked out. Back down. Little circle. Back up. And back down. Circle the other way. And back up. Next, bend your knees, your legs, tuck them in nice and close to the body. We're gonna wrap our forearms, touch opposite elbows, so you're tucking into a small ball, lift your head up. And then release, put the head back down. Extend the legs all the way down along the floor and take the arms all the way back. But before you take the arms back, let's make sure we're nice and flat on these shoulder blades. Now we're going to take the arms back. I'd like them to be wider than shoulder width this time. Now bring them forward. And roll, you're going to bend your legs and you're going to roll onto the left side of your body. So your bent legs, you're on your left side. Take that left arm out. So the shoulder and wrist are at the same height. Take your other hand and connect your palms together. So you're lying on your side, you've got your arms out, your palms connected. Now you're going to lift the top arm up and you're going to follow it. Follow your hand with your gaze and open it to the right. And then bring it back all the way down to connect your palms again. Your knees are stacked and you're just giving your spine a big rotation here, crowding out that right chest. Nice little stretch opportunity. One more time. And then bring the legs up, meet me on the other side. So you're turning onto your right side. Get legs bent, knees stacked, hands together. Sweep up this left arm this time and open it and follow it with your gaze. And come back. Nice and slow. Open, rotate. The arm should be long. So reach it out. Come back. And one more time. Nice. Okay. Onto your back. Extend the legs all the way out. We're going to roll up one vertebrae at a time. You're going to dive through the legs. Relax here just for a few breaths. Okay, take it up. Pull your left foot in, the right foot in, and turn your toes a little bit out to the sides. Take your hands behind you and just sit up tall in this position. So your arms are straight and your hands are down on the floor right behind your hips. Now I want you to move your hips forward and then try to walk your hands a little in. Hold on this spot. Now while you're here, I want you to try to open your knees wider. Now walk your hands in a little bit, you're coming onto your feet. Now, instead of having my full hand on the floor, I've just got my fingertips. I'm going to take my left arm forward and join it with the right. And now I'm going to come up with my arms out in front, sweep them all the way up to the ceiling. Bring them back by your sides. I'm going to turn my feet forward. I'm going to step my right foot back.
I'm gonna get nice and high on the toes and bring my arms out in front. Straighten through the front leg and hip hinge. Nice. Get as high on the back foot as you can, high on those toes. Now bring your hands into heart. I want you to bend your front leg. So we have a little balance challenge coming up here. We're gonna meet in a warrior two, but we're gonna have you keep your hands at your heart. So you're gonna power off your back leg and you're gonna lower your body so that it's parallel to the floor. This left leg is gonna straighten. So power up, straighten the left leg, lift the back leg as you lower your chest. Warrior two. Hold and breathe. Hips are square, back leg is long. Now the modification for this is you take the toes of the back foot and you just keep them down on the floor, but try not to weight into them. Okay, come back to where we started. Bring your arms out and lean in and straighten your front leg. We're gonna do this one more time. Hands to heart, bend your front leg, come off the back one and lift it up. Lower your chest, parallel to the floor. Adding on here, you can extend the arms forward, reaching the arms as far forward as you can, and the back leg as far back as you can. 5, 4, 3, come back up to standing. Nice, big deep breath. Bring your hands to heart, step your left foot back, get nice and high on those toes, straighten your front leg, hip hinge, arms come out. Hands to heart. Bend your front leg, come off the back one. Both legs are straight. Hips are square. If your left hip is pointing up towards the ceiling, turn it down towards the floor. Now bend your front leg, come back down with the back foot, up with your hips, out with the arms, straighten that front leg, high on the toes on the back foot. Hands to heart, bend, lift, straighten both those legs, extend the arms out if you like, hold 5 more seconds. Come back up to standing. Nice job, big deep breath. And let's do a nice slow swan dive all the way down. Relax your head, you're gonna cross your arms, completely unweight the upper body. Just let it dangle. Same with the head. Keep those legs straight. Let's get some really good blood flow to the face. I want you to take 5 more big, gigantic breaths. Release the arms, roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Nice, big deep breath, reach the arms all the way up. Clasp the fingers, take the hands to the ceiling. Try to move them back, follow your gaze. Lift and reach. And I thank you so much for your power and strength. I hope you have a fabulous day. Woohoo! Hope you feel great.
Thank you. Feeling great. Have a nice day.
Thanks.
We're
Bye.
running. Bye.
Bye, Val.
Not running to the office, not running.
Have fun.